Hello everyone. I'm going to show you one of the most OP things when it comes to defending your cave, and it is these here tech pillars. These pillars allow you to have foundation control, and I'll show you. You don't even need two of them attached. You can just have one pillar. And let me leave tribe. I lost my otter. Okay, but this gives you foundation control. For some reason, one pillar gives you foundation control in a very large space. I still cannot place a foundation. All right, all the way out here from one micro pillar. Okay, so we've established that that gives you a ton of foundation control, so enemies can't place turrets, they can't put down their own foundations, they can't build, and what you can do with these pillars is just shove them into every single tiny crack that you find in your cave, and it's going to block foundation control. You can kind of see that one, like it's a little bit, but pillars like this you absolutely cannot see, and this is like where the mesh, the visible mesh does not like actually line up with the boundary that the mesh actually is, and you can spectate camera into there, but you can't just like ram your head into that. So that's really annoying for attackers to deal with, and it will provide you the ability to keep putting turrets out here and stop them from putting turrets right in front of the cave. And I mean, that's just good for like this little spot right here, but you can just do that all the way through the entrance, and attackers are gonna have to deal with that all the way through. They can deal with it by blowing it up with C4 like this. And it might just accidentally get blown up, of course, like while the fight's going on. But when you have a ton of them, it's not going to matter too much. They're actually going to have to find them. Or they can use an Arthropleura to bite through the walls, but that takes a lot of time. If they bit through the wall and didn't know it was there, and they didn't destroy it, then they think they blew it up, or they got rid of it, and they didn't, so it's still going to block stuff. And you don't even just have to do it here. You can then go outside and place them in different spots, and it will block foundation control everywhere. So I think there was a spot right, where is it? Like right here where I could put it inside the wall? Yeah, right there. I can put it inside the wall. I could place it better, but they only last 12 hours if you don't connect anything to them. So you can either place a little quarter wall on them, and this will definitely accidentally get blown up, and then the pillar is in there on its own. And then also, if it's outside and you don't use OCD spam, you can just use like a triangle foundation like this. And now this pillar lasts 20 days because it's connected to something. And they're never going to know that something's like, they're not going to know something's connected to this. I mean, if I put that in there better, which I definitely could have, because you're just going to have a bunch of other foundations like this that don't have pillars, and they're going to slowly contract schizophrenia and not know what has a pillar and what doesn't. And you're going to do this everywhere. You're going to do it on this surface, you're going to do it underwater. If you're in Carno or Pat Cave, you can do the same thing. You're going to do it all the way down here. You're going to put it like in, I guess it's kind of hard here. Like you can't really do it on flat ground. You have to have it like put it inside rocks for it to hide. And no one's going to have any fun. I mean, you're going to have fun, but the attackers are not going to have any fun trying to deal with this hide and seek pillar cancer in the wall. And then they're just going to leave. And your rating is going to be so easy because they're just going to try and push their way in without foundation control. And you can just push them out, and you can just reestablish turrets out here, and they're going to be very annoyed. Lastly, this kind of helps you reduce offlining because they're going to spend so much time looking for the pillars to establish foundation control, or they're just going to cheese into your cave, and then you can get back on, fight them out, and then just start placing turrets right away without having to blow any spam because they just decided to not play the game correctly and get foundation control and just try and cheese your cave, and then you just get your cave back within logging on.
Looking for the love.
You've accomplished what few have. You've ascended